Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. In today's video we are going to be talking about what is mulching and how it tends to benefit our plants. Now there are a couple of reasons that mulching can help your plant, but we will be talking about the two important factors why mulching can be the best thing in your garden. Now I have some Caladium Florida clown over here that I'm going to show you the process of mulching. Now, what are the materials that can be used for mulching? You can use dry grass clippings, sawdust, hay, brown paper, even the brown boxes that you tend to get in your courier, the cardboard boxes. You can cut them into smaller pieces and use them as well. You can even use rice husk, cocoa peat, but please refrain from using thermocol. Thermocol is not something that you can use apart from it being very light in weight. It's not a very ideal thing to be used because a lot of people tend to crumble thermocol pieces and put it on the upper layer of soil. That's not a very ideal thing to do. Go for something that is organic. You can even use tea leaves as well, waste tea leaves, but I would suggest if you have the plant in indirect bright light, then of course you can use waste dry tea leaves as much, because the thing with waste dry tea leaves is that even that tends to dry out really fast, especially if your plant is in direct sunlight. But if you have kept your plant in indirect bright light, then waste tea leaves will also work out really well as a mulch. The best thing about waste tea leaves that it acts like a mulch. Also it provides a good amount of nutrients to the plant. But over here what I'm going to be using as mulch is all of this dry leaves. These are basically all from my garden itself, from the plants. Whenever I'm cleaning up the garden, I get a lot of these dry leaves, grass cuttings. Everything has been collected, and in order to mulch you basically need to make a layer on the upper layer of soil. We'll talk about the benefits in some time, and I'm going to show you how to add mulch. So all you do is you take all of these material and just spread them on the upper layer of soil like this. Some oil. That's about it. So this is how it looks like. You can even use compost, but ensure that the compost is completely decomposed. Do not use a raw compost, otherwise that will damage the plant. Apart from that, that is going to invite a lot of insects and fungus. So this is how it tends to look like. Now, what are the benefits of mulching, especially for people who are from a very dry environment which is very warm, like in my case? The environment is very dry, and there are certain plants like Caladium, other plants as well, foliage plants, but Caladiums, because I have a Caladium over here, so I'll give you an example. Caladium is a plant that prefers a slight amount of constant moisture in the soil. They are not drought tolerant. They need slight moisture in the soil. If the soil tends to dry faster, that will impact their growth. So if you are from a place which is very dry, very warm, the soil tends to dry faster, mulching is going to work out really well. Now what mulching does is it basically doesn't let the upper layer of soil get exposed to sun. It kind of creates a barrier. It doesn't let the soil dry very fast, due to which a slight amount of moisture is maintained in the soil. Apart from that, it doesn't let the upper layer of soil heat up during summers, because a lot of times during summers the temperature can get really warm and it can heat up the soil as well. So mulching tends to help with cooling down the soil, and also by reducing the water getting evaporated, the moisture getting evaporated from the soil. So mulch tends to work out really well. Not only for potted plants, you can use mulch for your plants that are planted in the ground as well. Tends to work out really well. So that's one benefit, that it tends to retain that moisture, which helps the plant grow healthy. Another benefit of mulching is that it is going to stop the weed in your pots. Basically, when you tend to add mulch, it acts like a blanket on the upper layer of soil, due to which the grass or the weed are not able to photosynthesize, because that tends to completely cover the leaves of them and they are not able to grow. They are not able to push out any of the leaves. So a good amount of mulch will keep that nasty weed away from your garden. and then your plant is going to do quite again over the period of time. As in when you start to water or when it tends to rain, this will also tend to introduce some carbon into the soil because it's dried, it's browns basically, so it's going to also help in providing a little bit of carbon to your soil as well. So overall, mulching tends to work out really well. Now again, if you are from a very humid environment, you actually do not need to be worried about all this. It's only for people who are from a very dry environment and do not have a lot of time to keep watering their plants, because at times we tend to forget to water our plants, and without mulch, if you are from a very dry environment, you have to frequently water your pots because the soil tends to dry faster. In this way, you can reduce the frequency of watering. But again, that doesn't mean that you're not going to water your plants at all. You have to water your plants, of course, but yes, the frequency is going to be reduced with the help of the mulch that we are using. And as I said again, there are different materials that you can use as mulch, but my favorite is collecting all of that dry leaves from the garden. Otherwise, they are going to be thrown off, so it's best to be used in the pot. So that's about it, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.